All right, welcome back to LearnWire. Today, we're actually going to be looking at Acumbamail. I have not done a review on this. I don't believe it's been on AppSumo a few times. You still have a few days left to buy it. They came back for a short time. So this is going to be a full review. You'll see the topics. I want to stay on track. And so we don't get this into a 30-minute review. I'm going to go do my quick intro. We're going to go over pricing, and then we're going to do a demo and all the features. And then I'm going to tell you what I think the pros are, what I think the cons are, give you a final thoughts of the tool, and give it a rating out of 5 to the best of my ability. So let's jump in. So here is Acumbamail. Here is the sales page on AppSumo. You can see the deal ends in 4 days. I know this tool has been back. Obviously, they have almost 600 reviews, and this is closing in on, that's like a 4.6, 4.7 out of 600 reviews. So this is obviously going to be a good tool just right out of the gates with that much social proof of people that like the tool. This is going to be a good tool, I imagine. My prediction anyways would be that it's a pretty dang good tool. It has integrations of Zapier, WordPress, SMS, and Google Analytics. It's best for entrepreneurs, freelancers, marketing agencies. It is an alternative to ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, and it looks like features are GDPR compliant, white label, and CNAME. So they've obviously partnered with AppSumo on this. Let's go down and take a look at the pricing right away. Before we do that, I like to go and just look at the founders. They have a YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, FAQ, roadmap, blog. Let's go and just take a quick look at the roadmap. We'll open that up real quick. So looks like it's nice and clean on Trello, and we have a to-do. So they're looking on possibility to tag subscribers. So the fact that they don't even have tags on subscribers, that's a little bit alarming with me. I'll probably be putting that on the cons list. I'm even using System, and the primary way that they do their email, every subscriber that comes in, you're going to tag a subscriber. And I also have been using GetResponse for years. They also have a tagging system as well. So most sophisticated email systems do have tagging features. And so I'm just really surprised that they don't already have that. We'll just keep cruising through here. WordPress plugin, that would be great because you would want to install this on a WordPress site so you can start getting opt-ins on your WordPress site. So I'm surprised they don't have that as well. Not really having a good old time looking at their roadmap, considering that they still have stuff on here to do that I think would be obvious things that they would already have. The in progress integration with WhatsApp, like why would you have that ahead of tagging subscribers and WordPress plugins? That's just something that confuses me. New feature includes support to conditions and templates, yada, yada. Come here, we got new. So these are the ones that are done. So we have to do, in progress, and done. I don't see where the requests are, like how we go in here and request things that we want done, but they have a lot of stuff that they have been doing and working on. Okay. So that's their roadmap. Come back over here and we'll take a look at the pricing real quick, guys. Okay. So to license tier 1 is $79. You get 20,000 emails sends per month, 10 campaign previews per month. I don't know what campaign previews are, but let's do some quick math, guys. So if you're getting, where the heck's my calculator on this damn Mac that I've been using for 3 months now. So 20,000 emails. So let's just say you have 20,000 emails that you have to work with per month. And let's just say you have 2,000 email subscribers, which is a good mark to get to. Like I have 2,000 email subscribers. That's not very many at all. Things are going to start off real slow when you're trying to build an email list. Whether it's paid or free, it takes a lot to get email subscribers. I'll tell you that much. It is a very powerful marketing strategy, but it's a long game and it is slow. But 2,000 is definitely nothing to write home about, but it's definitely something that is very realistic for almost anybody to achieve. And you definitely want to set your sights on getting 5,000, 10,000 email subscribers. So I'm just going to take 20,000 emails and divide that by 2,000. Divide that by 2,123. So that's 2,000 people on your email list, and you want to email them, right? Equals. So you're going to be able to send 10 emails to them. If I'm getting this correct, 20,000 email sends per month. You're only going to be able to email your list 10 times, right? So that's going to be literally 2, 4, 6, 8. So maybe 2. You're not going to be able to do it 3 times a week. So you're only going to be able to email your list twice a week. And if you're doing email marketing and you want to turn it into a daily thing or a full-time gig, or you want to grow, you absolutely are not going to be able to go with license tier one. I'm just telling you right now, do not go with license tier one. I can tell you with pricing and my experience with email marketing and so forth. You're just going to double that, right? If you have 2,000 email subscribers, you're going to be able to email 20 times, 5, 10, 15, 20, one time per week. So this starts getting a little bit more realistic on the fact that if you emailed your list once per day, I wouldn't really email my list more than once per day anyways. Maybe in rare occasions I email twice a day, but let's just say one time per day, Monday through Friday. So that's 5 per week times 4 weeks is 20. So you'd be able to email your list 20 times right here. So if you really are on a budget and you're stretching yourself anyways, I'm going to go ahead and say license tier 2 would be okay to get to the 2,000 mark. But I mean, if email marketing starts taking off for you and you end up having 5,000, 6,000 subscribers, so now you take this 40,000, 1, 2, 3, and you divide that by, let's say you have 5,000 people on your list. We're going to go like that. We're going to say equals, you're only going to be able to email your list 8 times in a month, right? So they're very much limiting you. And I know why they're doing that. It costs a lot of money to send out emails. And so that's why they're limiting you on a lifetime deal, right? We have to remember, this is a lifetime deal. And that's why I pay $40 a month to get response for my 2,000 subscriber list, because that is the cost. It might be like 2,500 actually, but that's the cost of all these tools, whether it's Aweber, ConvertKit, GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, all of them. Once you get over 2,000 subscribers, they're going to charge you $30 or $40 a month. And so that is the cost to run this. And that just gives you an in-depth explanation as to why the pricing actually is so high. And it's pretty dang limited in my opinion. But now it starts getting a little bit more interesting and a little more fun with 100,000 email sends. So 1, 2, 3. All right. So if you have 100,000 emails that you can send per month, and we divide that by, let's say you have 2,500 people on your email list, then you would be able to send out 40 emails and divide that by 20 days, 20 working days per month. You'd be able to send out 2 per month. So now I'm starting to give you some really good math as to why I really wouldn't recommend getting anything less than license tier 3 with this deal. It's just going to be, you're going to be so limited on your emails. And I'm spending a lot of time on the pricing, but I think this is a really big factor with this kind of software, the pricing and what you actually get to how many emails you actually get to send. Okay. We have more tiers right over here. License tier 5. I'm just going to skip right to license tier 5. You're all at $499 and you get the 500,000 email sends per month. And what is that going to look like with growth? Let's say you have 500 and you probably wouldn't need the 500,000 email sends until you have about, let's just say you have divided by 10,000 subscribers. So you have 10,000 email subscribers. You can send 500,000 emails. What is this going to get you? So you'd be able to send them 50 emails divided by, let's just say 30 days a month. So you'd be able to email them every single day of the month. So this is really going to be like one of those tools that if you're going to go for it, I really do believe this is an all-in tool at the 500,000, unless you're just completely getting started and you're like, hey, I just want to get some email subscribers and email them like twice a month, then cool. Go with license tier 1, 2, or 3 or 4. But if you are going serious about using this for the next 5 years and really building your email subscriber list up to 10,000, you're going to need license tier 5 because the math, that's just what the math says. Okay. So we've got through the pricing, the intro, demo and features is next. Let me go and sign up for the free account so we can go and start logging in. I'll be right back. Before we do that, I'm over here on the site. Let's go look at their pricing plans on their everyday. And so how many emails do you need to send per month? Up to 20,000. So you can get a free account up to 250 subscribers, up to 2,000 mails per month. So you're going to be able to send, 5 to 10 emails per month. So they're going to pretty nice testing and free way to go about it. But then you're looking over here at $22 a month for the 20,000 emails per month. So if you have 1,000 emails to the list, just do the quick math. You'll be able to send 20. If you have 2,000 email subscribers, you'll only be able to send 10 emails per month at $22. The pricing, it just really gets to the point where you got to go in with the pro plan at $61 a month, and it really checks out with the other types of things. But what I don't like, what I can tell you right now, what I don't like about what Acumbamail is doing in comparison with GetResponse is that GetResponse, I can email my list as many times as I want. I'm just paying a flat rate for how many subscribers I have on my list. I can email them as many times as I want. And if you know anything about email marketing, you would never want to email your list multiple times per day. So you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And so there's not really limiting people like this and putting like saying, hey, you're going to send me $60 a month and I'm only going to allow you to send this many emails. I really don't like that, because it really should just be based on how many subscribers you have. And I think that's what most email marketing services do. So I really don't really like their pricing. In other words, if I had to just tell you flat out, I don't really like the pricing plans. It's just my opinion. Okay, so we're going to go over here. Okay, so we're inside of the dashboard. Where would you like to start? Don't worry. You can explore everything later. Email marketing, SMS, text messaging, websites. I don't know yet. Let's go with email marketing. And we're right over here. Welcome. Quick question before you're getting started. How many emails will you send per month? I'm just going to say 2,000. Right now, keep my free plan. And here we go. We're on the dashboard. Getting started. How to create a template, create your first template. I'm going to go about this based on just knowledge that I have and how easy this would be for someone brand new getting in without watching videos. It looks like they do have some tutorial videos right here. It's going to show us real quick. Let me turn that down. Actually, it's just music. And I really don't think that these are very helpful. I think someone should be walking you through the tool real quick. I think it's just, in my opinion, most companies do this. They're just not good at creating videos. They should outsource it to someone like myself, because if you can have someone explaining what to do while they're doing it, it's just even that much better. And there's no voice or anything that's showing you how to do this. This is how to design and customize an email template. I'm going to go ahead and exit out, but they do have your area right here, your quick start guide with videos. I'm going to turn that off. You have your plan over here. We have campaigns, lists. So let's go over here to lists real quick and create a new list. And I'm just going to call this one, say that this is software. Actually, what I'm going to call this is just, and that's something that I think that would be good for if you're going to go with Acumbamail. It's probably not going to be great for internet marketing, because you're going to want to be sending out 1 to 2 emails per day. But if you're just using this for a 1 to 4 new newsletters per month to your list, I think that this would be a great platform to do that. And so if you're using this as more in a newsletter type of way, where you're sending out 1 email to your list per week or per month even, or every 2 weeks, then this would be a great tool for that. So I'm going to go ahead and just create this list right over here. You can add subscribers. You can create a form right over here, but without creating a form, because let's just click on the create form real quick, and let's see how easy that is. We're going to go with new form, because this might be something that we're able to put on our website. So we've got classic, we've got pop-up, we've got sidebar, we've got exit intent, and we've got side panel. That's cool. I like that. So I don't really understand what the WordPress plugin. So it looks like we're able to get this code and put it on our website pretty easily. We'll go test that out real quick, but I guess the WordPress plugin would be even more integrated, where you just install the Acumbamail plugin on the site, on your WordPress site, and then you'd be able to do a lot of things inside of there to control that. You may maybe take back a little bit of what I said earlier on just their lack of advancement on that. It looks like you can create these forms just like you would with any other email provider. So we're going to say classic, enter the name of the form. Where do we name that? What did it do? Oh, you put it down here. Okay. So I'm just going to say LearWire, and we've got that. We're going to say create, come through here, and looks like we have some pretty decent forms that we have over here. Let's just go with this one. This one looks pretty good. Like it would fit with my site. So let's just go with that one because of the green. So display a customs. In order to complete your subscription, you must click on the email that we have just sent you. Paste HTML redirects. Where is the design? Where are we able to go in here and design? You have subscribed. We can control what we want to say right there. I don't want to change that. Paste HTML, redirect to a URL, not really display a custom message. Okay, so this is where when someone fills out your form, you can either redirect them to a URL. So for internet marketing purposes or a marketing funnel, you would redirect them to a page of a product or something like that, is an affiliate link or something like that. In this case, we just want to say this right here. We'll just keep it at default. We'll go to design now. This is where we'll design our form real quick. All right, so do you want to subscribe to our newsletter? We're going to want to fix that up real quick. Let's just say, get the full scoop of the latest AI software lifetime deals monthly. maybe this is just a monthly newsletter. It's something that I'm actually looking into. If you've made it this far in the video and you think that LearWire, this channel, should have a monthly newsletter where I actually curate all this, mostly I'd be focusing on all the software reviews that I actually reviewed myself. That's what I believe in, right? Like, why would I recommend tools to you that I didn't even touch or review myself? So I'm trying to do a minimum of 8 reviews per month. And that way I can really, like that roundup video, I really liked that because I was able to tell you out of the 8 tools that I reviewed in January, here are my top 3 or top 5. Here's the ones that I bought. Here's the ones that, leading by example, if you will. And so that is something that it takes a lot of work. And then a newsletter, managing this newsletter and creating the newsletter would take a lot of time, probably a couple hours of my time to put together and send out to you. But some of you that might not be able to watch all my videos and so forth, you might like a curated once a month email thing that I send out. So if that's something that's interesting to you, it's something that has been on my mind for months and I still have not really implemented it because it's a dedicated thing that I'm not really sure I want to do. But if there's a lot of interest, I might put out a poll on the channel as well. But I know that there's other people that are in my space that kind of do what I'm doing, LTD reviews and so forth, that have newsletters as well. I'm sure that there's some of you that think that there would be value if I put one together as well. Let's move on, but leave a comment below if it's something that interests you. All right, so I'm going to put in here, and we're just going to say, get the recap and all the recommendations on the tools I actually reviewed each month. That's pretty cool. And then we just need your email, and maybe over here we want to add I want a name in here. Maybe you can change font. You can do all that. I'm not going to mess too much with that, but we have email. Where is the part? We have label options, field options. There's a lot of customization, technical customization right here as well. That's cool. Trying to see where manage fields. Where is the plus button? Subscribe, redirects. Where can I add? It should be right here where I can add something in here. And maybe this is because the one that I chose, it doesn't have it and I'm just not able to, maybe I'm not able to adjust that. It has to be under manage fields. I'm not going to spend any more time on this, but I don't see a plus button right over here. I don't see a plus button. There should be a way to add another element like first name and so forth. And I'm just not saying that, but I'm not going to spend any more time on this. I'm going to just keep moving forward. But there is our form right there. Integration would be next. And so we have insert into your web page right over here. We have copy and paste this code wherever you want the form to appear on your website. So just be right here. Insert the HTML with the design of your web page. So copy HTML. This would be into the CSS part of the website. This would be into just a page that you create, and then copy and paste the following code in your website before closing the body. You can do it several different ways. Share your form right over here. I'm going to copy the URL and just come over here and see what this looks like. So there's my form. You could literally just send this and put this in your YouTube description right here and just say, hey, go sign up. And people could literally come over here and just put their email in and sign up. That's pretty cool. I like that. But let's go and see what it looks like over here. So we're going to copy this code. I'm going to go into my LearnWire site real quick. We will log in. We'll go to all posts. And I really need a lot more work on this site, guys. I would be able to be doing a lot more with my website and get more traffic and so forth. That'd be great for me, but I don't have the time. Managing 3 YouTube channels and a school community, I don't have the time to do this. But we're going to come over here and we're going to just go into this last one and say edit. And we'll come in here and I'll just scroll down and let's just say right over here, we want to add that code. So I'm not really sure if I just add the code or if I have to actually come in here to HTML. I would imagine I would need to go to a custom HTML right here. And then I would paste that in, or that's just div. So I'm not really sure that is going to work, but let's just go ahead and go like that and say update. We'll go up to look at the page real quick, open the page and scroll down. All right. So that definitely did not work. Let's go and just take that part out. And I'm actually just going to put it right underneath here. So I know exactly where I put it. And we're just going to paste that in right there and see if that works maybe. Okay. I did this. I used and I'm not an HTML expert or anything like that. So I use this right here. It's saying it's supposed to use the theme of your website. And I went ahead and used an HTML right here box. I put all that in right there. And then this is what it ended up looking like. This is not going to work, right? So that Number three didn't work. Number two didn't work. And this is why having just an average or even incompetent user for this stuff, it just doesn't work, right? The average person is going to have a hard time putting this on their website. Believe it or not, even if you're following directions, you can have an issue trying to get this on your website. Here's JavaScript right here. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to go and check this out as well. And I don't really care if you are a coder and you're laughing at me. And what I'm doing right now is showing you an average user, not somebody that knows what you know, that this stuff, you could do this stuff in your sleep and it's so easy. This is an average user that buys Acumbamail saying, hey, I need an email provider. And how do I get this form on my site? So yeah, that didn't work either. And I'm having a hard time getting this to be on my website, right? So I opened up the help center as well. They don't have a video on how to do this either. And so that's just things that are lacking, right? So I just logged in and I'm not able to, I tried these three. I tried what has worked for me in the past, which is getting an HTML box and then inserting the HTML code. And then that just didn't work. This is an issue, right? You can't create a form and put it on your website very easily. And that is going to show up in one of my cons, just being completely honest. So let's keep moving forward. So that's your form though. You'll be able to look at the form right over here or share that with people. Now let's go see what else we can do in here. We have templates. So we have all these templates right over here. Looks like 58 pages or almost 859 pages templates from Acumbamail and my templates. So you can come and create your own. That's cool. But these would be like your own custom landing pages, I believe. So we can come in here and look at, let's go with marketing real quick. And we can start looking through here. They have a nice plethora of templates. Go in here and name the template. This is going to be LearWire newsletter landing page. I believe that this is a landing page, but we will continue to see what that actually is. I'm going to say no, and here we go. So now we can go in here. We can actually create a lot better landing page. We can come in here and they've got full, which is what you get. Editor right over here. Content, image. So if you wanted to drag an image and put that right here, we'd have a new image. We can go browse, search for free images on Pexels or Pixabay. We're just going to the box right over here, software, push enter, and look at, and we'll just go with that real quick. And we've got our image right in there. Does not look good on this, but I just wanted to show what it will look like to add an image. I'm going to go ahead and trash can that. We'd want to change the image right there probably. But I mean, it looks like you're able to come in here and use it like Elementor, or we can go and click on the background. These are all elements inside of here. I'm trying to see where I can go and click on the background to change the background. This is the row background image right here. So we can change the image right here. And let's just say we wanted to change it to the one that we just had. And so there you go. That's how you change the background image. It's what you get. So to change text here, very simple, but I do these templates. I do think that it looks really good. It looks like we can come in here and change this content is blocked content. So I'm not really sure what that means. Is that something that is just locked? It has to stay there. I'm not really sure about that, but it looks like they have a lot of options: spacers, videos, icons, stickers, GIFs, surveys, buttons. When I had another button over here, easily paragraph, title, list, image. They've got all the components, and then you can save your template. You could preview it and click the preview button. There's a full preview. And then I'm not really sure what we would do next. Send template. What does send template mean? Campaign settings. This is where you would go and create your template, email subject line, sender email. And this is where you would actually be sending that out as an email. So a template is an email template. So we have automations over here. I'm going to say test, create new automation. So they do have a mapping out. So the trigger would be if someone comes into my newsletter and I want to add them. So you actually have to do this. You actually go to new subscriber on the list, and then you would push apply, something like that. So that'd be the trigger. And then if you wanted to add something like a delay or an update, a webhook, you want to send them send one of your templates over here. you can come in here and create your pretty advanced automations. I like that. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that, but this is really neat that they have an automation like this, like building out a Zap with Zapier or something like that, which is pretty cool. I'll go into reports real quick, create campaign. So you have to have a campaign. So new campaign, that's one section that I forgot. So we have a newsletter, A/B testing, autoresponder. And so let's go create that newsletter real quick. Something like that. Sender name, just say LearnWire. Looks like we have some customized Google Analytics and configuration of the links of your campaign. So you can go and configure those. And we will just go and say next. We'll go boom. Okay, so there's a lot going on in here. And I will say that I have used a lot of email providers, and just my opinion, it's not very user friendly. That's just my opinion. Not user friendly. There's a lot going on. There's a ton of options. So this is, if you want to get very granular and a lot of things that you can do with email, then I think that this tool would be good for you. I'm just telling you right now, just be beginner friendly, user friendly, ease of use. I like the UI and everything is great. I think it's a great tool, but I just don't think that it's that easy to use in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I'm going to scroll through here because I don't want this to end up being a 45-minute review. I'm going to skip through SMTP, SMS. Let's see what websites it has for us. Create a new website, your website and landing pages. Create your website, create your landing page. So a multi-page site you can create. I'm going to skip that. Let's just go with a landing page and see what that is going to look like for a single page. I'll say close right there. And then here is what a landing page you can create from scratch. Link over here and filter by category. Let's just go and look at business this time. And you have like a tennis right there. Let's just go with this one right over here. So start your design. And let's just say, I don't know, LearnWire sign up, create website. So this is going to be a single page landing page. Meta title, you're going to put that in. Meta description. So this is something that is set up to rank on Google with SEO. That's good. They have a UTM source and tracking for Google Analytics, has your own scripts and so forth. And we can go to just straight up design. And the page is loaded. So obviously we're going to come in here. We're going to change the image out. All right. So change the image out right there. Obviously we would change the color to this, to more of a LearnWire type color, like which would be a green. And maybe this would be a different color as well. Maybe we'll just go with that. So you just come in here, it's a WYSIWYG editor, you're going to change the images out. And I think the templates are pretty nice right here. I think this would be very useful because once you go and you create this one page landing page website, let's see right over here, like this button, how easy it is to set this, or like maybe this button up here. Let's just look at that. Settings, it's not on under settings, rows. Okay. Here's where the URL would be right here. Put LearnWire in right there. Or better yet, you could actually come in here and just grab your link that we created already, come back in here. Let's just actually do that and just see what it would look like. And then we come over here and maybe stick with the color. I'm going to save the draft and then I'm going to share this. So this was one of my favorite parts of the tool, was the website feature and the landing page feature right over here. So we have a landing right here. I'm going to copy that. The website is in draft mode, so you have to publish it real quick. With the career plan, you cannot publish more websites or landing pages. So I can't on the free plan, period. But I wanted to just test it, but it's not going to let me do that. So overall, let's see right over here, surveys. You can create surveys, pricing plans, social media, analyze your social media, monitor the web or blog, analyze your competition, and update your plan. Obviously, with free, they're not going to give you a whole lot of stuff. Okay, so let's go over the pros right here. I have everything on one page right here. I'll try to change the layout of this, but I did want to stay more organized for you guys on these reviews. So the pros is that it's fast, it's functional, it's just this overall solid tool. Obviously, over 600 people say that it's a good tool. I did like the landing page builder. I thought that was something that would be very useful for people to create these one-page landing pages that you could use those as your opt-in pages or to sell products or things like that. Now, moving on to the cons, the pricing model is expensive. Really, I spent a lot of time going over the pricing. I just don't think that that's as optimal especially how hard it was to use and navigate for newbies or non-techies. You guys saw the issues I had with that. Now, I've done that exact same process with a lot of other tools, and using HTML and HTML code, boom, the form should just appear and work great. The fact that this tool has been around for a long time now, and I've seen it several times back, I'm glad I finally jumped into it because I've had interest in it as well. Obviously, they've sold a ton, and I can't really make an argument that it's not a good tool because it clearly is. But for my personal taste and my experience online and making six figures a year for over 3 years as an online marketer and doing email marketing with multiple tools, this would not be a tool personally for me to pick up. I just thought it was difficult. I couldn't get the form on my website. And then they didn't have a nice video to show me how to do that, right? And those are the kind of things that start adding up for me, is that it's just going to be more of a pain in my butt. And then when you topple that with the fact that I don't even like the pricing model, and that I would have to go all in just to feel good about if I built my subscriber list up to 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers, and I want to send out an email every single day, for the month, I'm going to have to go all in on this, and it starts getting pricey, right? So when you put all those things together, those are the things that I don't like. So that's really a big deal right there, right? So that's really my final thoughts is that if you take this for a spin, I recommend you go in and trying the free version as well. It is very limited. You saw that they didn't let me do really hardly anything else. They wouldn't even let me publish a landing page on the free version. So they really restrict you on the free plan, but most of these tools do that anyways. But final thoughts are that this was just not as easy as I would have liked to use. The pricing is not what I would to see. They're a little kind of penny pinching, if you will, with the amount of emails you can send per pricing tier. And then I couldn't get my form up and running. And those are just basically the things that are like my final thoughts on why I wouldn't go with the tool and why I wouldn't feel comfortable spending that like $400 all in or whatever the pricing was on a tool like this, where I already had difficulties, right? So I've never had difficulties using some other tools like GetResponse. It just straight up works, and it's the most user-friendly I've ever used. That's why I've been with them for years. So that's my final thoughts, is that this just isn't a tool. I definitely don't recommend the tool if you are not tech savvy. I wouldn't pick up this tool. My final rating on this one, it's definitely going to be personally biased in this aspect because of my marketing experience and background, because of my software review experience and so forth. I'm trying to be as fair as I can and balanced as far as tech savvy versus a newbie or someone that's not tech savvy, someone that might not have any email marketing experience. I have to consider that with this tool as well. And then someone like myself that actually has email marketing experience and used multiple tools, putting all that knowledge together, my personal choice on this one is that I believe that it's about a 3.8. And that's, I'm not really sure what you guys will think of that, but I'm going to give it a 3.8. It's just not, if it's 4-star, I'd be considering buying the tool. It's not at that level for me personally. That's my personal, in this case, I have, like I said, I try to be as unbiased possible. And I'm really just going based off of what I saw and what I experienced reviewing this tool. And it just didn't blow me away. And then when you add on the pricing and you add in the difficulties of getting the form up on my site, for me, it's just like a no-brainer, and I'm not going for this tool. So let me know what you guys think. Do you agree? Or am I an idiot? Was there things that I just completely missed? Whoa, I can't believe David couldn't get that form on his site. What an idiot. Go ahead and leave a comment below. Totally cool with that. The tool just was not as easy as I would have expected to use and so forth. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next review.